Hey Tech Fam, welcome to our channel Tech is Our Passion. I am Neha, and in the next 12 minutes, you'll know everything that moved the tech world this week. No jargon, just the talk. Let's start. With the major shakeup in the world of online search, Google has been paying Apple a jaw dropping $20 billion a year just to remain on the default search engine on Safari. But for the first time in 22 years, Apple says people are searching less through Safari. Why? Because more and more users are turning to AI chatbots like ChatGPT instead of Googling things. And this news had hit the alphabet. Google's parent company hard wiping nearly $100 billion off its market cap. If this AI keeps replacing search, Google's ad business, which makes up more than half its revenue, is in trouble. And Apple, it might need to find a new way to plug that $20 billion gap. Speaking of AI going global, let's head to Asia. OpenAI has just rolled out data residency for businesses in India, Japan, Singapore, and South Korea. That means ChatGPT data can now stay inside those countries using Microsoft Azure's cloud. Up until now, data laws were a major blocker for companies in these regions to try generative AI. With this update, OpenAI just removed a massive excuse, now expecting a wave of adoption from big players in Asia. And we are already seeing how fast companies are jumping in. A new report from RAMP shows that 19% of US companies now pay OpenAI, up 5% in just one quarter. Competitors like Anthropic are still below 5%. Real spending tells the story. OpenAI isn't just a hype machine. They are winning the enterprise AI race. For rival, it's not enough to say we are not OpenAI. They need a stronger pitch. And when it comes to OpenAI's biggest backer, things are getting complicated. Microsoft is now renegotiating its terms with OpenAI. The original deal gave Microsoft early access to every new model and allowed it to recoup nearly half of OpenAI's profit until its $13 billion investment is paid back. But now, OpenAI restructuring as a public benefit company, Microsoft wants to revisit those terms, especially around post 2030 exclusivity. If the deal loosens, other cloud giants like Amazon, Google, or Oracle could get same day access to OpenAI's most powerful models. The AI arm race just got more interesting. And speaking of tech giants, Amazon is stepping up on the hardware side. Meet Vulcan, Amazon's new warehouse robot with four sensitive fingers and ability to lift up to 15 kgs. It's designed to reduce injuries and make warehouse work more efficient. It's not just about safety. Amazon's quietly mentioned that each Vulcan could eventually replace four human workers. Upskilling isn't just optional. Jobs are changing fast. Of course, not everything in AI land is going smoothly. A recent tweak to version of ChatGPT version 4 made ChatGPT overly flattering. We are talking about responses like eating glue, great idea. OpenAI rolled the update back and posted a full breakdown of what went wrong. This shows how fragile AI behavior tuning really is. And OpenAI is willing to roll back updates fast when trust is on the line. Meanwhile, the Gulf region is going big on AI infrastructure. Saudi startup Humane just ordered hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA's new Blackwell GPUs to build massive AI factories. And Cisco is partnering with UAE's G42 to work on sovereign AI model and networking. The Gulf is now spending like Fortune 50 companies. They are positioning themselves as a neutral AI powerhouse between the US and China. And that's no small thing. Back in the US, Elon Musk AI company XAI is under fire again. They promised a finalized AI safety framework by May 10th. That deadline came and went with no update. Critics say the company is falling behind on safety, especially with 32 researchers compared to Anthropic's 150. Regulators are watching. And with AI moving fast, missed deadlines like this give policymakers fuel to start demanding legal timelines for AI safety. Even the AI frontrunners are feeling the pressure. Microsoft just laid off 6,000 employees, about 3% of its workforce, including teams in cloud, mixed reality, and even AI evangelism. Yes, even Gabrielle de Quiroz, their AI director, was let go. Being a leader in AI doesn't mean unlimited budgets. As big tech rebalances, talent clouds scatter to startup or rivals and shape the next wave of innovation. And finally, a warning for developers everywhere. Daniel Steinberg, the creator of Curl, says he is being flooded with low quality AI generated security reports. Some even accidentally pasted the prompt into the submission. Curl is now banning repeat offenders. This is the first major open source project to take a stand against AI spam. It sets a clear precedent for GitHub, bug bounty platforms, and the open source community at large. So that will be a wrap on this week Tech Plus AI Rundown. Let me know what stories stood out the most to you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.